like all of us, I wish we were still playing. I think we a bounce of the ball here or there, I think we could be still playing.
That's the first time we've heard from Toronto Raptors head coach Nick Nurse since the team was eliminated in a nail-biting Game 7 by the Boston Celtics in the bubble just under 2 weeks ago. He's now back in Canada and admits being eliminated from the playoffs has been a tough pill to swallow.
I'd be completely honest with you. I've had a rough coming out of the season. I think we're good enough to still be playing, and it's just one, there's after every loss when you're coaching at this level, there's always many things you would have done differently, many things.
Nurse, who just signed a multi-year contract extension with the team for a reported $8 million, says he was never concerned that they weren't going to give him an extension. Now, there are multiple free agents on the team heading into the offseason, and there are questions surrounding some of the players' abilities, but Nurse believes the bubble did have an impact on some of the players' games.
I mean, I think we all probably saw there were certain guys that weren't quite themselves, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's the layoff or the bubble or whatever is probably probably the blame or the reason or whatever for that.
The Raptors for years have been outspoken against social injustice. They took a stand in the bubble with fellow NBA players this year, kneeling during the anthems, wearing Black Lives Matter on their masks, shirts, and hats, and continued to steer the conversation towards social justice. Nurse, who is from Iowa, has been active in trying to get the hundreds of thousands of Americans living in Canada to vote in the upcoming U.S. election.
Right now, I'm one of 650,000 fellow Americans living in Canada who are eligible to vote in the upcoming election.
A lot of the teams are using their arenas in the States as voting centers. We obviously can't do that, but we are going to open up Scotiabank later on next week. Don't have the exact dates, maybe 1 or 2 days next week for U.S. citizens to come in and register. And I'll certainly be a part of that.
Nurse is also the head coach for Team Canada's men's basketball team and says that they are still optimistic that Tokyo 2021 will take place. For City News, I'm Lindsay Dunn.